Hey babes, welcome back to Zodiac and Chill. I'm Erica Bell, your astro bestie, the one who's gonna hype you up, call you out, and break down everything you think you know about love and the zodiac. If you're new here, buckle up. If you've been riding with me, you know we keep it cosmic, but always call out the fantasy. Alright, let's get into it. This episode is for anybody who's ever caught feeling so deep you started asking the universe, why am I like this? You know, that vibe where you're scrolling your birth chart at 2 a.m. or deep diving subreddit threads like, is it a Pisces thing to cry over his Insta story? But honestly, let's start at the real root, your emotional blueprint. And I don't just mean your sun sign or whatever stereotype TikTok has going viral this week. I mean, what makes you love so hard, fall so deep, spiral so quick when it goes wrong? Because that's not just because you're a Cancer or because you got Mercury in retrograde. No, girl, that's your unique blend of attachment, triggers, what you saw growing up, and your cosmic makeup. Astrology is a tool, not a cheat code. It shows you why your heart goes all in, why you keep ignoring the exit sign, and why a text from that one toxic sign will have you backsliding faster than Mercury can moonwalk into another retrograde. But it's not about blaming the stars. It's about seeing your patterns clearly so you can stop acting like loving hard is just your zodiac destiny. Where was I going with this? Oh, right. Your birth chart might explain why you open your heart so quick, but it's not an excuse for letting people run you ragged. And look, if you've been following since that Virgo deep dive episode, you already know it's not always how you love, but how you protect that love that really tells the story. Whether you're the main character, the sidekick, or the villain in someone else's cosmic drama, it all comes back to those emotional blueprints, yours, theirs, and how they collide. So let's get cozy. Grab that birth chart and an iced coffee and actually talk about why you feel everything times 10 and what the stars really have to say about it. Alright, so let's talk about the part nobody likes to admit. All the times you spot a red flag and go, but he's just aloof because he's an Aquarius. Look, I know that game too. The number of DMs I get from people asking if their situationship ignoring them is just a Scorpio thing, it's wild. Here's the truth. A lot of us use astrology as a way to cutify what's actually classic avoidance or just plain disrespect. Full disclosure, I used to do it too. I'd be like, oh, he's a Gemini, so maybe he's just overwhelmed? Nope. Sometimes he's just not texting back. That's it. But at the same time, there are green flags, right? Some people, they really do show you who they are from the jump. Your Taurus sends good morning texts every day, cooks you dinner, pays attention to what makes you happy. It's not magic. That's consistency. That's care. That's a green flag. But oh girl, we love those cosmic excuses, don't we? How many times have you let someone slide because their love language was just being unpredictable? Or you scroll co-star looking for a reason someone ghosted, when honestly, you already know. I mean, we all did it. Still do, honestly, sometimes. But calling it what it is, that's the grown-up, emotionally intelligent version of astrology. So the challenge is, can you tell the difference between someone whose energy is just annoying and someone whose behavior is an actual sign you should pay attention to? Because trust, those lines get blurry fast. And as we talked about in the Sagittarius episode, if someone always needs space, that's not always their birth chart. Sometimes it's just an excuse to keep one foot out the door. Whew, I feel like we all need a sip of water after that, huh? Let's keep going because this is where it gets juicy. Now here's where astrology gets real psychological. You ever notice how you fall into the same type of heartbreak over and over? It starts out cute. Fireworks, deep conversations, the stars aligning, and then whoops, here comes your old frenemy. Heartbreak round 17. Girl, it's not just bad luck with Leos or Pisces season again. That's a pattern. Your Venus sign might point to the kind of love you crave, but it can also low-key trap you in cycles if you're not paying attention. This is where a lot of people get it twisted. Astrology is not a hall pass for healing. You can't keep saying, I always fall for toxic Aries energy and never change how you move. Why? Because what starts as a cosmic trend turns into an emotional habit. That's not just astrology. That's literally how habits work. And don't get me started on those Mars placements. You think it's cute how you fight for love, but really, sometimes you're just fighting for attention or to keep a bad story going because the drama is familiar. It is what it is. Remember that Taurus episode? The one about refusing to budge, even when the relationship is giving you nothing but silent treatments and those "let's circle back later" texts. That's what I mean. We hold on to heartbreak patterns because they're comfortable, even when they're cosmic chaos. So you gotta be honest with yourself. Are you repeating a Zodiac story, or are you ready to actually break the cycle? Oof, okay, I got spicy there, but you know I love you. Let's keep it a buck. Nobody else will. Let's clear this up right now. You are not your star sign's worst stereotype. You're not doomed to chase emotionally unavailable people because Venus is doing the cha-cha in the 12th house, okay? I get DMs every week with people asking if they're destined to date cheaters because they're a Sagittarius rising. No, baby, what you are destined for is whatever you keep tolerating. I will die on this hill. Astrology is beautiful for seeing the blueprint, the patterns, but emotional intelligence is how you rewrite the script. Like, you can have the most intense water sign chart, but if you never set boundaries, you're just swimming deeper into confusion. Remember when we talked about that with Cancers back in the first episode? Emotional depth is powerful, but without self-respect and discernment, it just becomes a spiral. You start making up stories about people who barely text back. That's not intuition, that's projection. The truth is, real growth is about taking those insights from your chart and asking, how do I act differently? How do I choose better? Your sign is a tool, not your entire identity. And if you're still using, I'm just a Scorpio, I can't help but get obsessed, as an excuse in 2024, girl, swipe left on that narrative. Here's where growth turns practical. It's not just about knowing your placements, memorizing Mercury retrograde dates, or decoding your Mars sign's love language. It's about actually choosing better every single time you get that cosmic ping in your stomach that says, something's off. Think of your birth chart as your GPS. If you keep ignoring the turn-by-turn directions and wind up lost in Heartbreak County, that's on you, not the stars. So next time you feel yourself catching feelings or seeing those signals, ask yourself, is this a genuinely good fit? Or am I just vibing with the drama because it feels familiar? Are you catching green flags or only cuddling up to red ones because your birth chart says you love a challenge? Remember, as we said in the Leo episode, You get to decide if you're the main character or just background noise in someone else's love story. At the end of the day, astrology should help you own your patterns, not excuse your heartbreak. Choose yourself first, vibe with the healthy signals, and if you need to, drop that situationship that's been cosplaying as destiny. That's it for today, babes. I'll catch you next time on Zodiac and Chill, where we keep it real, cosmic, and always a little bit messy. Go choose better, and remember, your sign didn't break your heart, but you can absolutely use it to heal. See you next episode.
Under my moonlight, baby, moonlight, dancing till dawn, feels so right, feels so right. Your love's the spark that drives the night, forever starts now. Hold me tight, hold me tight, hold me tight. Your laugh like summer, your touch like fire. We ride this wave higher and higher, no ending in sight, just you and me, swept in this rhythm, wild and free. We're alive, we're burning bright, stars falling for our light. Tonight's the time, no turning back. We shine together on this track. Under my moonlight.